And welcome back to another sailing experience out here on the ocean. Now, I've just stayed over there for a night and Trondheim is down there. Now, when I came out of Trondheim, it was so great. You know, I had that long straight, which I was a little worried I couldn't sail. But I could. I just kept the sails up and I had everything from 2.5 knots to about 7 knots of wind, and it took me a while. It did, but I was only going like 25 to 30 nautical miles or something that day, so it wasn't really a problem. I think maybe it could have been the best sailing day this season, actually, because everything worked so great. I had the main up, I had the Genoa, and yeah, it was awesome. And the engine was off. Now, I'm running the engine right now, but it's on idle because we are going down here, and then we're gonna cross over this little strait here. I guess I could go around, but I think it is a shortcut, if you will. So I would like to have the engine ready. I want to run aground again. So that's why I'm doing that. The full Genoa is out and we are doing 5.5 knots with just the Genoa. I'll raise the main when we get out there, but right now I want to see the conditions out there before I do that, because it's a hassle. I need to go deck to hoist and lower the main, and everything about the main is on deck, which kind of sucks when you're alone on a boat. Now, so that is the thing. Now, I was thinking I just need to check if there are no big ass boats when it comes. This is ship's leia. What is that in English? I do not know. I do not know such things. And there are a lot of big boats that are heading into Trondheim. So you need to look out for them, because they don't really care if you're sailing or not. They will just honk their horn. Doot doot. Get out of our way. I was thinking I should do some rambling, because I realized the engine is, I shouldn't say it, but it's a piece of crap. I don't think she heard it. No, it is an old engine and it has run a long time, and now I have a problem with the cooling of the engine, the fresh water, not the seawater. So that's a bummer. Anywho, I checked it and it turns out, wait for it, it could be that I'm reading the digits wrong or something, but it says on the meter down there, runtime on the engine, 46,000 something hours. That can't be right. 46,000 hours. That is like, yeah, around 5 years of runtime. Still, the boat has places, you know. This boat has been in the Caribbean, down South America, all over Europe, and then all over the Baltic for several years, I guess. Maybe if they use the boat extensively, the prior owners, and like I'm doing now, you know, I'm using the boat almost every day, and there is a couple of hours every day, you know, in and out of harbors. And like now, I was wondering, if you have a sailboat, or hey, if you have a motorboat as well, could you please write me a comment in the comment sections below and tell me how many engine hours you have on your boat, and also how old the boat is, so I have something to compare to. I just want to see if this is normal or if this engine has been used a lot. I know it has been used a lot, but compare-wise, that's what I mean. So now we are out of the strait and we are sailing along. Oh, I will not comment on the wind. We are doing fine, you know. it's 5.1 knots of speed here. That ain't too bad. I realized that it doesn't really matter. We are just going around 30-35 nautical miles today up to Lysøysund. Yeah, I think it's called Lysøysund. So it's not far, and it doesn't really matter if I get there at this time or half an hour later. So I don't really have any schedule. I just enjoy myself when I actually can sail. You know, on a day like today, there's no problem hoisting the main. But think about it, how exposed you are standing out here when the waves are rough. And but you need the main. I feel it now, you know. I've sailed a lot with just the Genoa, but there's a completely different balance in the boat when you're using the main as well. But man, I hate being out here on deck when the weather is rough. I wonder why. That is, of course, why I have this thing. Now, if you have watched the channel for some time, you have probably seen this. This is my PLB, personal locator beacon. If I fall in the water, and this will send a signal out to the satellites and down to the nearest rescue center, and they will hopefully, cross my fingers, hopefully pick me up. They will pick me up soon enough. But if it is winter, you know, time is really important, because you will freeze to death pretty soon in these waters if you fall over. Sometimes I feel this strangles me a little, so I go on deck without it, and it's really stupid, because it just takes one random little wave and you will fall overboard. And if you don't have this thing with this thing attached, even now it's quite cold in the water, and that chill effect on your body could cramp up your muscles, so maybe you aren't able to swim ashore. Well, here you probably can't swim ashore here, but if you are further out, you are done for. Well, it isn't precisely fast going this, but I should not complain. We are, as you can see by the wind meter, it says 3.8 meters per second. That is, let's say it's 8 knots of wind, and we are doing 4.7 on that, on 8 points of 8 knots of wind. Now this boat weighs 8 tons, you have to consider that. So I would consider this perfect. Wow, that is a cool lighthouse, but it's on dock like that, you know. I'm so curious. I really want to go over there and dock, and but I won't, but I would love to. 2.9 knots of wind. Well, as I said earlier, it doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't matter. This is sailing also, actually. Now we are doing awesome. 1.7 knots, but we are still sailing though. There's only like 3 knots of wind here or something. And this sailboat, you know, he's doing laps around me. Of course, he's a lot lighter than mine, and probably newer sails. But I wonder if he's using the engine because it goes so fast. He gotta use the engine. And I can see the Genoa just flapping on his boat there. How can he go so fast without the engine? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a crappy sailor that doesn't know what he's doing. But what can you do when it's 1.7 meters per second or 3 knots of wind? You know, it's not much you can do. Now tell me that ain't awesome. Just look at the wave in the front there. Oh man. Mjölnir is the name of the hammer Thor use. You know? And he's gonna give me some waves here. I think they are so cool, these tugboats. Just look at the wave. It's coming in. You could probably surf on it or something. Ready for impact in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Can't really do much now anywho, so I better make some lunch. Now let's see what we are having. I was thinking actually just making something really simple. And I probably need some, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have some meatballs actually. And some pasta to go with that. And I'm also gonna have some onions, I think. Some onions. Gets to have the onions. Because if you don't have the onions, you don't have anything. So that's why you get to have the onion. Yeah, I have some broccoli as well, and it's about to turn, so I better use it. And let's see what else. Yeah, some salad. I can use some salad. It's gonna be a weird pasta, this. Yeah. There you go, my friends. Pasta with some salad and broccoli and some meatballs and onions. And I'm gonna sprinkle some mozzarella on top there and some sea salt. And of course, to top it all off, I am gonna enjoy my last beer on board. No, not my last beer on board. It's gonna be even more than this, but this is the last one I have on board. So I need to get some more. But now, I think this is a perfect day to enjoy a cold beer out on the waters. And that is pretty much what we have time for on this episode. So subscribe for more videos and follow Sailing Embla on Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description box below. And also you can end up on the Blackboard Wall of Fame. Yeah, I know. Links to Patreon are also in this description box below. I have a hard time saying description box, I think. Anywho, until next time, you, my friends, take care, and I will see you there.